Hello everybody, my name is Ashley Foley and I am the Career Education Specialist for HDF Majors here at the university. And in this video, I'd like to talk to you about job search. In previous videos, I had delved a lot deeper into the first step of the job search process, which is clarifying your career goals. If you'd like more on this video, please feel free to reach out to me to my email address, afoley@uri.edu, or touch base with your faculty member on this video of finding more about what you want to do, which is really the first step as it pertains to searching for a job. But for today's video, I really want to get to the part about actually searching for positions. In this video is my colleague Erica, and she's talking about searching for unadvertised internships. And so I'm going to actually use this as a segue to our website because the video is here on our website as well, and I'd encourage you to watch it. Our website is uri.edu/career, and from there we click on students, and from there we are on the health and health administration page. My colleagues and I have put together these resources as it pertains to searching for a job or an internship, and Erica's video is listed right here. Now you'll notice that it's unlisted internships, but I would encourage you to use this same method as it pertains to searching for jobs. So when you have a moment, make sure to click on that video and take a look at it for a great first look at searching for jobs in the HDF field. I'd next like to discuss with you about Handshake. And so Handshake is our job and internship posting database here at the university. And Handshake is used amongst almost every career center across the country because it is perfect for entry-level positions and internships. It's intuitive, it gets to know you. So when you create your profile on Handshake, I always encourage my students to take a look at filling out your career interests and setting up your profile in depth so you can use Handshake to its full capacity. But when searching for jobs, I always recommend that you think about using keywords in your search. So if we head back to our website and scroll down to job and internship here, we've got a listing of some great keywords that you might want to start to use in your job search. And so coordinator is just one of those. And I love to use that as my #1 keyword as it pertains to searching for jobs. So we've done, just as an example, a quick search in Handshake, and this is available to you anytime you want to use it. Handshake is great to set up your profile, very easy to do. It's very intuitive. And the more you give Handshake, the better it works for you. So most likely Handshake already knows that I'm interested in these kinds of roles, but I've typed in coordinator and I've typed in Rhode Island under the job search. I haven't given it any other indicators here in terms of a filter, but I would encourage you to start to use those filters as it pertains to what you're most interested in, whether that's part-time, full-time, if you're a recent grad, about to graduate, looking for internships, on-campus roles. But I typed in coordinator as a search, and just this first one that pops out to me, this is a full-time position, it's paid. And we can take a look at a little bit more about this organization, Family Service of Rhode Island, what the requirements are, and what a great fit for potential HDF grads, and a sign-on bonus, even better. There are a lot more opportunities that are listed here. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I want to just show you the power of Handshake, of how great it is for some excellent opportunities that are located here in our state. When we're thinking about applying, so let's say this is of interest to us. We want to star it to our favorite jobs so we can save it just in case we lose it. When we take a look at how to effectively apply, we would really want to look through the job description and pull out keywords of what this candidate would be successful in and what this candidate would do in this role. And so we would really want to tailor our application to match this as much as possible. In my other videos, I cover resume and cover letter writing. So again, if you would like that video, feel free to reach out. And I talk about how to tailor your applications to fit every position that you're applying for in order to make it to the interview. So feel free to reach out on that. But Handshake is a great resource for that. When we think about the job search process, we really want to think about how to budget your time. It's easy to just delve deep into online job resources like Indeed, LinkedIn, all of those online related job search engines. And it's easy. We can apply to a ton of jobs there. But really what I'd like you to take a look at is how to effectively budget your time. And so this is what we would recommend. You'll notice that searching on job board sites is only about 10% because networking related activities is going to be the bulk of your time, but it's going to give you the best results. I also have another video on how to effectively network using LinkedIn as an online virtual tool for using informational interviews, reaching out to URI alum that do the job that you'd like to do, and how to start building your network electronically or virtually during a global pandemic when we can't necessarily go to networking in-person related events. Online research. So this is where we would want to start to delve deep into what it is that you're interested in doing, what companies offer what it is that you're doing. Again, I have a career pathways video on finding out more about that. Preparing your materials, we're going to talk about today, and then searching those job board sites. You'll notice that the hidden job market makes up for about 70 to 80% of all jobs that are filled each year. By the hidden job market, I mean that job postings, that online search tool that I had just discussed, is only about where 25% of the jobs are posted. The rest of them are under this iceberg here, under the hidden job market. So networking and internal references are going to be where most of the jobs are filled. So how you can do that is start to connect with those individuals who work in the companies that you want to work in through LinkedIn, through other networking resources in order to put your best foot forward. And I love this grid because it goes to show you how employers look for people versus how people look for jobs. And so we'll notice that employers hire in this direction. They would start at an internal promotion, a lateral move, or a consultant or temporary gigs. Then go to contacts from existing staff, networking, professional organizations that they already belong to and they know they can find people from that resource, recruitment agencies, and advertisements and job boards last. But you'll notice that most people look for jobs in this direction. So we need to think about how you can get into some of these steps down here, which is networking with people that already work there and discussing potential opportunities. Now, that's not to say that the open job market is not worth your time, but it is only worth a small amount of your time. So we've talked about Handshake, which is our job and internship posting board, industry-specific job sites and professional associations. So we've noticed here on this site that most companies will look to their professional organizations to hire. So it's important to think about joining these associations. Student memberships are typically very inexpensive. And then, of course, general job search sites. So these are great for generalized jobs, but most likely you're going to find a lot of very specific related HDF roles in some of these association websites before you'll find them in these generalized search sites. I am an organized person, so I always like to recommend to my students to create a plan. And this is going to be so much more helpful rather than just saying, I'm applying all day, every day. I feel like all I do is apply. If you create a plan, this will help to say, all right, how am I going to spend my time today? When did I actually last apply? Do I have a contact name? Did I follow up with that person? When did I apply? And so now, instead of feeling like you're wasting your time, spending all of your time in your day just applying, if you have a plan in place of the places that you've applied to, that you've reached out to, that you've connected with, it's going to make a much more effective use of your time. Creating a plan, I also talk about in using LinkedIn as a great job search tool, and I have a video on that for you as well. Preparing your career tools. You'll notice that in my previous slide when we talked about preparing your materials, this is where this comes into play. Your career tools are your web presence. 70% of employers are looking at your social media profiles. This is a great time to take a stock of your image on your social media profiles, even if your profiles are private. This is great to take a look at what your profile picture looks like. It doesn't have to be a professional headshot, but it should be something that is a little bit more on the professional side. Your application materials, resume, cover letter, references, business cards if you have them. These are cheap to make through Vistaprint or a company like moo.com. And you can have those at the ready for networking events. If you'd like to know more about resume and cover letter writing, I also have videos on those. And we also have a whole tab on our website under the Health Cluster page on resume and cover letter as well. How you dress, first impressions in your interview, in your introduction. How can you be successful? And we could talk more about that on a separate video as well. Applying with purpose. This is where we would want to take the time to tailor your resume with those keywords in the specific position that you're applying for. Let's take a look at a quick example. So that position in Handshake that we were interested in, that care coordinator, what we can do is take a grid to jot down all of those qualifications that are listed in the position and do a self-inventory of your experience, your volunteer work, your internship, your part-time job, your clubs and organizations, your coursework here at the university, and identify how you meet all of those job qualifications that are listed here in the job description. And we would want to make sure that these keywords, if you have them, in your experience, is tailored from this list and put into your resume and cover letter. Again, I have a great video on how to do this in much more detail if you'd like that. All of our resources that I've covered here today are on our website, which is uri.edu/career under students and under the Health and Health Administration page. Again, I am Ashley. I am your career education specialist. If you'd like more information on anything I've covered today or any of those other videos that I had referenced, please reach out to me. My email is afoley@uri.edu. I'm also available for virtual advising on Starfish, so feel free to check out my calendar and book an appointment. I look forward to helping you with any of these topics. It's what I'm here for, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thanks so much for your time.